I am in my swimsuit because I am at the pool, but this is my continuation of my mission videos. Um, I'm supposed to be talking about my plan, my 3 month plan, my 5 month plan, and continuing. But when I think of plan, I think of to-do lists, and for me to move on from each segment of those months that I'm supposed to be becoming successful, I finish those segments in those time periods because I do things off my to-do list. So I have already started my 3 month plan because I have already been accepted into UNT and I've already done my orientation to see what I need to do, how much freaking money I need to like get within like 3 months, and I can check those things off my to-do list, and I'm already halfway done with my 3 month plan. Because it's still the beginning of the summer, I would be starting my 5 month plan when I get into first flight week at UNT, and I get to know all my classes, and I start all these or get into all these organizations, and I just start marking things off my to-do list because in order to feel like you're going somewhere, you have to know what you've accomplished and what you still have in order to, I don't know, what you have to do to accomplish more stuff. I mean, because when you mark stuff off your to-do list and you still feel unmotivated, it's because you're doing the stuff that you don't want to do. Those are the things that have no interest to you, and in order for you to feel accomplished within those time periods, you got to start doing what you feel comfortable with and how that you feel like you're going somewhere. And I didn't feel like that in the beginning because in the beginning of my 3 month plan, because I didn't have I wasn't able to do the stuff that I wanted to be doing already because it took baby steps, and those baby steps can be really boring and make you unmotivated. But when you start doing things that you are finally working hard to do, it becomes super easy to mark those things off your to-do list. And some of the things that are on my to-do list for my for the end of my 3 month plan and my beginning of my 5 month plan is to I've already technically I've already started my major for photography, and that is what I'm working towards for. And I'm going to minor in entrepreneur business because in order for me to become this successful, amazing photographer that I can picture myself in the future, I have to learn what I'm doing, money wise, putting myself out there wise, learning how to manage my videos and those photos of weddings and events of pictures that I'm going to do. And my hair's tangled. Okay. And I feel that knowing how to do that business side of the photography is probably one of the second to largest steps of becoming a photographer, besides going to these events and taking pictures. In other cases, when I finished my freshman year of UNT and becoming closer to I don't know, getting closer to becoming a sophomore and knowing what I'm doing more, I would already be finishing my 1 year plan because I would be finishing freshman year. I would already be finished with freshman year. Yeah, so that would be my 1 year plan, and that is the once I cross that out on my to-do list, I have already moved on to my 5 year plan. And once after this 1 year plan, like 3 month, 5 month, 1 year plan, and I have crossed off the biggest and the boringest stuff, I will be feeling more accomplished and having more of an idea of what to look forward to, um, because freshman year is going to be awkward, and it's it's basically starting over high school again. But I will be living this new scenery. I will be meeting these new people, and having a bigger and better idea of what to do. And that is what I've gained from my 3 month and starting my 5 month plan. And I just I think when people think of a plan, they think of this one thing that they have to do in order to move on. But I disagree. I think when you start a plan, it takes multiple steps and multiple gaining a routine of those steps of constantly marking things off your to-do list, constantly finding new things to add to your to-do list. I don't really know another way to say it besides working step by step. And I know from me, those steps don't have to go in order. You start with what you think is going to help you move on to that next segment of time, or the next segment of time, or I lost train of thought. Okay, the next time period or segment, or of what you need or you feel like you should be doing next in order to move on and become more successful, because you don't have to be successful. Being successful isn't getting to the final destination. Being successful is being able to work towards the end to where you want to become. And I think that when people think of success, it's already being at the finish line. But when you become what you want to do, there's always going to be more stuff that you have to continue on in order to keep your success. So I'm already successful because I've been able to continue to cross things off the list of things to do. So for me to say that I'm successful, or for anyone to say that they're successful, you have to say that yes, I'm already heading down the path that I want to be on, or how I want to feel, or how closer I want to be to the finish line.